the account type, whether it is X or Y or Z. Like.
Okay, okay, super. Can you talk about document splitting?
So it is a part of new GL. It is a part of new GL functionality which will help us to extract financial statement at 3 key levels. One is at a profit center level, one is at a business area level, and one it is at a segment level. So we have 3 types of document splitting. One is active, one is passive, and third one is the zero balance splitting. When coming to active splitting, if we post a transaction in FB50, if we are debiting a GL, we'll mention the profit center, and when we stimulate by general ledger view, the profit center is automatically copied on the credit side. This is called as active splitting. And when coming to the passive splitting, it always pick up the from the existing open item. It is during the payment, when we are making the payment, it will automatically pick up from the existing open item. And coming to the zero balance splitting, when the debit and the credit line is not same, zero balance splitting will get triggered.
Can you repeat for zero balance once again?
When the debit and credit side, the profit centers or profit centers are not matching, then zero balance account will get triggered.
Yeah, perfect, super. Then what else? What else? I think I have asked you nearly 10 questions, right? Yes, you have answered almost 8 to 9 questions perfectly.
Anything anywhere where I went wrong?
No. Just thinking. Okay, are you familiar with which ticketing tool?
I'm freshers. I don't have any idea.
Okay. Sorry. Forgot. Any idea about sort keys?
Sort key. So whatever, while creating the GL master, we'll update the sort key. So when we pull the line item report, the assignment field will be filled up with the relevant sort key, whether it is a posting date, or if you select posting date, the assignment field would be filled up with the posting date.
Okay, when do we use actually the sort key? Can you elaborate?
When do we use? Like whatever the things we want in the assignment field to be filled. So like for example, GRIR account, so we fill it, we full purchase order. So whenever we open the GL and if we double click on that purchase order, it will be redirected to the purchase order screen.
Okay. Do you know about open item management?
Open item management is like open item management we use in for the GLs which requires clearing on quarterly, monthly, and yearly basis. These are applicable for only balance sheet. These are not applicable for P&L accounts. GL which requires clearing at the end of the monthly, quarterly, or yearly basis. These are strictly balance sheet items, and these are not profit and loss account.
So clearing can be happen fully, partially, or residually?
Everything is possible, sir.
Everything is possible. Are you sure?
F-50 GL clearing or vendor clearing?
You can do anything.
3 is possible, sir.
Good. Okay, let's talk about reversal and reversal types, if you know.
I mean, you're talking about FB08?
FBR to FB03, F.80, anything.
So whenever we post a wrong transactions, we use FB08 to reverse the document. We need to specify the document and we need to give the reason 01 or 02. If it is current period, we will select 01. If it is a closed period, we select 02. So and once we click on enter, the transaction would be reversed. Now coming to like we have posted a vendor invoice and we have made the payment. Now in this case, if we try to reverse FB08, it will not happen since it has already been cleared. In order to reverse that, we need to go to FBRA. We need to give the clearing document number. The system will ask whether we want to remove the link or we want to reverse. So in case if you want to remove the link, we'll reverse and I'm not recollecting the other word. We will get two options. One is reverse and one is remove the link. So once we remove the link, the clearing document will go to the open item management. And if we select reverse and remove the link, it will be reverse and the link will also be removed.
Okay. And you told in the beginning you're familiar with accounts payable, right? Can you explain me what is accounts payable?
Account payable is a subledger module in FI module which deals with a vendor related transaction. By default, accounts payable are open item management. So whatever entries we are posting, the accounts payables are connected to the main GL via reconciliation account. So whatever entries we post in the subledger, it will automatically updated to the main ledger. So coming to the configuration, first we based on the existing business process of the client, we will be creating the account groups, and later we will be creating the number ranges, and later we'll be assigning these number ranges to the account groups. Next, in coming to the S/4HANA, we have the concept of business partner, which is mandatory. First, we need to create the business partner grouping and business partner range. And for the number ranges, in coming to the vendor number ranges, we have external and internal. And if we want the system to generate the number ranges internally, we will enable the indicator internal. And if you want the external, we'll enable the indicator external. Now, coming to the business partner, if we want the business partner number range and vendor number to be changed, we will enable the indicator external for vendor group. So whenever system we create the business partner, system will generate number range based on the next available number, and the same number will be assigned to the vendor group. For this, we need to do the master data synchronization, customer vendor integration, where we from BP to vendor will give the BP vendor group and vendor account group, and will enable the indicator same numbers. So whenever we create a business partner, the same number will be assigned to the vendor also. So coming to the reports, coming to the transactions, coming to FI transaction, we post in FB60, the vendor related transaction. In FB65, we post the credit memos, and coming to the report in FBLN, we can see the reports. FBL1H, we can see browser related reports. Apart from that, we see vendor aging, outstandings, and all. And if we want to make payment, we use F-53. We can make standard, residual, and partial payment also.
Okay, what is the difference between partial and residual payment?
In the partial payment, until you clear the open item, until you clear the invoice, both will show in open item status. System will generate two line items. When coming to the residual payment, until when you make the residual payment, system will clear the original invoice, and whatever the balance it and the system will clear the original invoice and generate its residual amount, and generate a new line item for the residual amount and show in an open item status. For this, we get 3 line items will be generated while making the payment.
Excellent, man. Where do you configure payment terms?
Payment terms. There is a T code. I'm not remembering. OB0. There is a T code.
Okay. At least tell. What does it mean? The T code is OBB8.
I forgot. We will give whether while defining the payments, we need to be clear whether we want to define it for the customer or vendor. Later we have day limit, and we want to give the days, like if the customer or vendor makes the payment in these many days, this much discount would be applicable, and we save it, and we need to assign it to the vendor. Payment terms for MM and FI both are different. So when we make vendor related transactions with FI, so FI payment terms would be applicable, and when we make payment through MM payment term would be applicable.
Okay. Do you have any idea about accounts receivable?
Accounts receivable, we deal with customer related transactions. They are connected to the main GL using reconciliation account. They are also open item management by default. The same process which is there for accounts payable. The same.
What is the difference between accounts payable or accounts receivable, or is it the same?
Accounts payable deals with vendor, and accounts receivable deals with customer.
How about configuration? Is there any difference in configuration part?
The same, we need to create the customer account groups and the number ranges, and we need to assign it. Similarly, we'll be creating the BP reverse. The configuration is almost same, sir, but the reconciliation account would be different for customer and vendor.
Okay. What is dunning?
Dunning, I did not. Dunning is like reminders to the customers, reminder to the customers.
Okay. How many Dunning levels will be there?
We can define 8, I guess. I'm not much. I'm not worked on Dunning. So
Okay.
I think
Okay. No. I think I have asked enough questions for Raju.
Okay, sir. Thank you.